Hey everybody, happy Friday and happy 124th birthday, if I'm doing the math correctly, 124th birthday to the great American novelist John Steinbeck, who wrote The Grapes of Wrath in 1939. He was born, as I understand it, in 1902, and today is his birthday. I'm not shredding like Tom Morello, but I am playing Bruce Springsteen's The Ghost of Tom Joad, which of course was inspired by the Steinbeck novel. Apparently it was also inspired by the Henry Fonda film and a song written by Woody Guthrie called The Ballad of Tom Joad. It's actually in two different parts, but you can, if you look online, you can find the entire roughly 6-minute track. There's a great live version that I was able to find, which I will link to in the comments. But in any event, it's a great song. Ghost of Tom Joad is a great song. That song and that album came out in 1995, again inspired by John Steinbeck. And that was really the second time after the Nebraska album that Bruce did a largely acoustic album, and in fact it won the Grammy in 1995 for the best contemporary American folk record. So that's interesting. It was a bit of a departure. He did that again in the 2000s with the album Devils and Dust, which deals with everything from the war in Iraq to the plight of immigrants from Latin America coming to the States to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, if you can imagine. It's a very interesting album. Some people described it as a country album. I would call it more of a folk album like The Ghost of Tom Joad or Nebraska. But in any event, I think a lot about John Steinbeck these days. He is a person whose voice would be sorely needed. It's interesting to note that Woody Guthrie viewed him as some sort of one of their own. He's talked about how Steinbeck understood the plight of the Okies during the Dust Bowl as they headed west to California. And Woody Guthrie then, in turn, inspired Joe Strummer, my favorite artist probably of all time. Joe Strummer, I've probably mentioned this before, but spent some time busking in the London Underground under the stage name, if you can call it a stage name since he wasn't on stage, but he called himself Woody Mellor. His actual name is John Graham Mellor, and he adopted the persona of Woody Mellor for a period of time before he became Joe Strummer. And as I pointed out before, he became Joe Strummer because, like me, he basically just plays chords, so he strums, right? That's the name. But it's interesting that there's sort of a through line from Steinbeck to Woody Guthrie to Bruce Springsteen to Joe Strummer. Like I say, I think their point of view, where they've talked about the plight of common people and everything they're dealing with, I feel like that's somewhat missing today in our world. But it's a great novel, great movie with Henry Fonda, great song by Woody Guthrie, and a great song by Bruce Springsteen. So hope you enjoy your Friday, hope you enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk again soon.